All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video on the Young Chug YouTube channel. Today, I'm very excited to talk about 7-string guitars. So, if you're like me, you like metal music and stuff like that. Maybe you even like sounds that are maybe deeper, lower tunings and things like that, right? Well, maybe you would think about a 7-string guitar or even a baritone, right? There's lots of options that you could go for.
If you even need one of these anymore because of the...
So what the hell are you talking about, right? So probably around 2014 or so, maybe like 4 years into learning guitar heavily, I decided that I wanted to get a 7-string. So I decided to get a PRS SC Custom 24/7 pretty much. Actually, I think it had 22 frets, so it was a custom 22. I never really got used to that guitar. The neck was a little bit weird and the pickups definitely sounded really flat, so I ended up selling it. So since then, I've been evaluating different 7-string options that I've seen on the market, stuff like the Misha Mansour Signature from Jackson. That's a budget model because, you know, for me the budget's around 1,000 to 1,500 Canadian. It's a little bit less USD, it would be sub 1,000 still. There's the PRS SC Mark Holcomb 7. That's a fantastic guitar, but I didn't end up going for that one either. And then I tried the Ibanez RGD7420, and it's a good guitar as well. I wasn't really impressed that much with like the dynamics and everything like that, but the only admission I have is that I didn't try many Jackson 7-strings because for me I wasn't able to find any in my local music store. Now, when I was shopping for a 7-string, I needed to get something that was more inclined to what I usually play, like Knock Loose, Alluvial, heavier artists, right? And still Trivium, so. So enter the Ibanez RGD7521PB.
So the Ibanez RGD7521PB in deep sea floor fade flat has a 26.5-inch scale length, which is pretty much perfect. It's not too long and not too short, and it's really versatile for any tuning you want to do. It has a Wizard 2.7 roasted maple neck that is very strong and extremely smooth and fast to play. It has 24 frets and the upper fret accessibility is really good. Jatoba fretboard as well. It has regular tuners, not locking tuners, and a plastic nut. Gibraltar standard 2.7 bridge, which is a solid bridge, and it feels really nice to palm mute on and also do string changes, anything like that. And of course the finish is gorgeous. I love any of the natural looking flat finishes. This finish is definitely darker than I expected it to come out to be, but I ordered the guitar online and it looks just fantastic in person. The guitar is made in Indonesia, and as well it's a bolt-on construction, and it's just fantastic. All the fretwork is so well done and it has rolled edges and everything too, so super nice to play. It has the DiMarzio PAF 7 pickups, which are great for pretty much any genre, but for metal especially, you get a really great definition for any kinds of lower tunings and chords. I really like these pickups. And guess what? On top of that, it even has a coil tap switch, so you can go for those really sparkling cleans and any acoustic tones or anything like that. It also is useful for any kind of really nasty sounding jet stuff, so it's just fantastic.
It costs $1,149.99 Canadian. Altogether with tax, about 1,300 or so. So anyway, let's make some noise, right? switch it to lead. So to give a final verdict kind of on the guitar, it is fantastic. I really love everything about it. The only actual complaints I have about this guitar are the fact that it has a black plastic nut instead of like a bone nut or something like that. And it also has just regular tuners. It doesn't have locking tuners. That being said, I haven't had any problems whatsoever in the last 5 months. We've been through different humidity changes and everything, and the neck hasn't needed any adjusting or anything like that straight out of the box. And I think that has a lot to do with the roasted maple neck and everything. So honestly, I don't, like, I've tried this versus, let's say, something really similar would be the PRS SE Mark Holcomb. I definitely really like the Alpha Omega pickups for a 7-string. It really makes a difference for like low-end definition and getting clarity from the highs, right? But for me, I couldn't really find it that comfortable and everything, whereas this neck, as soon as I picked it up and everything, was perfect. It's important to note that I didn't actually try the guitar in store. I just tried a 7420. It had the same kind of neck carb and everything. It's a Wizard 2 7. So it wasn't a hard choice for me. And if you like Ibanez guitars, I'm fairly sure you will love this. So for me, it gets 5 stars out of 5. So if you like the video, please leave a like, and please comment if you have a 7-string at home. What do you have? Like, what do you play? What does it sound like? How do you feel about it?